This is my top recipe for all butter pie crust. In a mixing bowl, stir together 1 1/4 cups all-purpose flour and a ½ teaspoon salt. Next, add 1 stick of cubed unsalted butter, and there's no need to soften the butter. You'll get a flakier crust if the butter is cold. Toss together with a large blending fork, and I like to cut the butter into the flour until it resembles pea-sized crumbles. Drizzle in a 1/4 cup of buttermilk a little bit at a time, and quickly mix together until it forms a ragged dough. You can finish mixing by gently pressing together with your hands. For a tender pie crust, try not to overmix the dough. Wrap in plastic wrap, press into a disc, and chill for at least 30 minutes or overnight. You can see in this picture little pockets of butter and marbling, and that's what creates a tender, flaky pie crust. You'll want to remove the dough from the refrigerator for about 10 minutes before rolling. On a floured surface, roll the dough slightly larger than a standard 9-inch pie plate. And I love this pastry board. It's the perfect size for rolling pie crust. Just roll into a circle all the way to the edge of the board. I'll have links in the description for some of the things I'm using today. Roll the dough from the inside out towards the edges. And to make sure your dough doesn't stick to the board, just sprinkle a little extra flour underneath. If you see a little place where your dough is starting to crack, just press together and keep rolling. Double check to make sure the crust is larger than your pie plate, and then gently transfer the dough and adjust to center it the best that you can. If the dough accidentally tears, it's not a problem, just press it together. Fold under the extra dough, forming a nice edge all around the pie, and you can flute the edges by pinching and twisting, or you can make a design by pressing a fork around the edge. It's a good idea to chill the crust for a few minutes while you mix the filling. This helps the edges hold their shape and prevents the crust from slipping down in the pan as it bakes. This is the perfect crust for sweet potato pie, pecan pie, chess, pumpkin. You can find links to all my pie recipes in the description below. As the pie bakes, you may need to add a foil pie crust shield at some point during baking, and this can help prevent over-browning around the edge. I like baking in a glass pie plate to keep up with the browning on the bottom of the pie crust. If it's not browning enough on the bottom, just move it to one of the lower racks for a little while. And if you have a recipe that requires pre-baking the crust, just prick the bottom of the crust with a fork and bake for around 15 to 20 minutes at 400 degrees. Share this recipe with your friends and family, and don't forget to like and subscribe. If you'd like printable recipes, visit my website at doublestopbakeshop.com. I really hope you'll try this recipe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.